Days before January 6th. Joining us now to talk about all this, WTOP National Security Correspondent J.J. Green, who's been monitoring the hearings. J.J., Pittman says this was a failure on a lot of fronts. Talk about this communication breakdown.
Yeah, it was more than communications, Sean. That was one thing, but there was this process of the execution of what they were supposed to do on that day. There were the expectations that they had of the protesters, and then, of course, there was the preparation. The execution of duties, that was problematic because they were pulled in a bunch of different directions. You know, there were pipe bombs and explosives that were discovered nearby the Capitol that they had to respond to, in addition to these 1,200 people that essentially ringed the Capitol, and a lot of them got in. There were also the expectations. They expected these protesters to behave, to listen to the orders of police. They did not expect them to attack police. And of course, there's the preparation, the intelligence that was there, but somehow the leadership did not get.
J.J., how are the folks charged with protecting the Capitol looking at trying to fix this?
If you talk to intelligence professionals, they say the key issue here is the idea, or the bottom line is domestic terrorism as an entity. Domestic terrorism, they say itself overall has been a second-tier community product. In other words, it's not looked at the same way as international terrorism does. When threats come in from someone who's in the domestic realm, I'm told, it's taken seriously, but it isn't given the same credence in a lot of cases that it would be if it was a foreign threat.
Unlike me, you know,
penalty.
unlike me.
Do that. It's not at this point.
So then how should intelligence gathering help with dealing a domestic mob of the size we saw on January 6th?
It's going to say, according to some of the sources I've spoken to, it's going to tell them, okay, you're going to have this group or this person do this at this place at this time, in this situation. This is what you can expect their target to be. But intelligence, as you may know, is not perfect. It always moves and morphs, and it kind of evolves over time. And authorities should not, according to the intelligence professionals I've spoken to, they should not expect the intelligence to tell them what to do to deal with the problem. So the bottom line is there's going to have to be some discussion about how this intelligence gets from where it starts to where it needs to be, and it needs to be...
Well, it just seems like that people are protecting some other people, huh?